Yo, Merry Christmas. Let's take a look at this new patch. We all wish you a Merry Christmas and Happy Holidays from Doro and Mario. And with this comes two new items, two new unique items, both the present and the gingerbread Jerry. And let me tell you, this is some crazy shit. If you take a look at present, I've seen this played in the beta. It's absolutely insane. I don't remember how much it costs, but it's unique. So again, it shows up very little, just like all of these other items, which is a little bit sad because I think the effect of this is so crazy good and so interesting. I'd love to play with it more, and I'd love to just see everyone play with it, because basically what it does is whenever you enter the shop, instead of gaining just money like you normally do, you gain random items of higher value. So you get more gold in theory on items, and these can be crafted items. I've seen people get hero longswords, I've seen people get any sort of thing that you can imagine from the shop, including cross-class, like a ranger getting a dark saber, for example. So suddenly you can start thinking of like, wait, what is a dark saber ranger build? You can get chunk on ranger, you could get lucky pigs on reaper, and then see what you can make work with that. So it's gonna open up so many doors. It's gonna be so crazy, and very often it might even give you more money if you sell everything back, right? Because it's random, so the items that you get are higher value, but they sell back for half. So if you sell everything, you might not have more money, but it all depends, of course, on how much you want to use of those items. Maybe some of the items do sell for a lot that you actually make profit. So I think this is crazy. I think it's the most interesting unique, because again, if you look at like villain sword or blood harvester or pumpkin, they all guide you in a certain direction. You kind of know what the game plan is and what you're looking for. This thing is like a true present, like a true surprise. You don't know what your backpack is going to look like, what you're going to get, what you want to be building. So I definitely think that this is one of the more fun ones, but one of the more broken ones. This seems giga strong, so facing it will also be pretty toxic. But I'm just hoping that I get offered it a couple times, and I've seen them think about maybe a game mode where everyone starts with a present. I think that would be fun. Again, it would be a bit random, but hey, I think it's the most fun one so far, but probably the most unbalanced. So but I think it's fine. It's like, you know, the holidays. I don't know if this is here to stay. It might be nerfed or removed anyway after like the holidays are over, which would make sense because it's giga broken. But it's a cool idea. And then they have the gingerbread Jerry, which I'm a little bit less of a fan of. Basically, start of battle, you gain 40 maximum health. It's kind of like Blood Amulet, but Blood Amulet is like 20 extra health start of battle, I think. So it's double that. And then every 4 seconds, you use a luck, a heat, and a mana. So 3 different resources to gain an empower, 2 regen, and 20 max health. So I don't really see any synergies. I don't really see what this could enable or do, or why you would want to do this. But yeah, so luck gen is pretty easy on ranger. You don't gotta think about that. Heat might be the most the hardest one, because you gotta find the dragon egg and get some coal on fire if you want the heat. On reaper it's a lot easier as well, because you got the Charizard card. Yeah. And then you have mana. Mana shouldn't be too hard either. There's a lot of ways to get it. You gain an empower. So, I mean, carrot also can give you an empower every 4 seconds. So, I don't really know what is so useful about that. 2 regen as well. Sure. I don't think you will really need that either, because you can get a lot of regen at the start anyway. It's like a herb. And 20 max health, so you can keep stacking health, but every 4 seconds is so slow. By the time you get like 40 extra max health, you're probably dead already. So I don't think this is that strong or that good. I think this might get buffed. It depends how much it costs. Maybe it's like giga cheap, then sure, why not, right? If you have the resources for it. But yeah, this seems really underwhelming compared to all of the other ones, unless there's something I'm missing, but I don't think I am. Oh, I forgot it's a food item, I guess. Oh, so you can, I mean, that makes it better. You can play it with like Excalibur. Oh, that would be good. Yeah, with Excalibur, you can maybe pull something off here. You can gain a lot of max health with Excalibur. I take back what I said, okay? Maybe in the right composition, this could be decent, but it's still pretty hard to pull off. Now, there's a new character outfit, Christmas Ranger. Okay, let me see that. Oh, here it is. I can buy everything. I have 7,600 trophies. I am the richest guy on earth. Now we're Christmas Ranger. Me and her look alike. For next week, the odds of finding a unique are increased, especially for the new ones. This was exactly what I was looking for. Okay, so it's very likely that you will find a present. Good, I'm excited. Now some balance changes. All attack speed is now additive. This makes speed from multiple sources like gloves plus heats escalate less, but is mostly for clarity. Okay, so the math nerds now have something else to think about. Rework Topaz and Armor now gives stun resistance instead. Topaz I think was a speed gem, the yellow gem, so now it doesn't generate you stamina anymore. Unless I'm confusing the Topaz with a different gem, then disregard what I said. And Emerald, that's the green one, now gives poison resistance instead in Armor, which I think is a lot more useful than maybe having a low chance of giving poison when you're attacked. I think that was kind of bad. I don't think anyone ever played the green gem in Armor because they wanted to give poison. But yeah, poison resistance, that's a really helpful thing. I think that's really good because now you don't just have to run poison ivy to kind of counter poison, right? Or run cleanse. Potion belt, it got a buff. It went from cleanse 3 to 4. I still think it's dog shit. I would not take it. So that potion belt is just a 4 bagger. That's it. 4 cleanse is a bonus, right? Sure, buy it for your potions if you want it. Now, Torch finally got nerfed. It was the most played weapon this patch for sure. Everyone that I faced had a Torch goobert setup. So Torch went from stamina 0.7 to 1. That is a really big nerf, wow. So now you can't just run triple weapon too early, easily, or like double Torch and then speed everything up and still run dragons with it. Now you're gonna stem out pretty quickly. The damage increase chance went from 30 to 25, so 5% less chance to scale up, which is also fine by me. Burning Torch, same with the stamina. The heat went from 3 to 2. Oh, a heat nerf. And damage increase chance also went from 30 to 25. So yeah, that's actually a big deal, I think. Torch, I don't know, it might still see play just because it does go pretty fast and it still enables heat. But good to see that the stamina nerf is going to be really big because it's going to make shields even more impactful, right? But now if you play stamina with it, technically it still works, right? If you still play gooberts with torches and you have like a double banana or something, nothing technically changed. Except for maybe the ramp up of the damage. Now, Burning Coal in weapon, chance 15%, damage 5 went to chance 12%, so even lower percent chance to give more heat, and the damage went up by 1. I don't think you want to play coal in weapons anymore. And now in inventory, the activation delay went from 3 seconds to 5. That is really big. I love playing it just in your backpack because then after 3 seconds you have some heat, right? You start with more speed without having to rely on anything else. But 5 seconds is a while. The fight has been going for 5 seconds and only then you're gonna speed up your shit. That's really bad. I don't even know if you can play Burning Coal anymore. You probably can in some builds. But okay, goobert also got nerfed. I feel like goobert is fine. Goobert just gets nerfed every time like weapons are good to enable it. Like Carrot Goob got nerfed because Double Falcon was so strong with it. And now Falcon also got nerfed a significant amount though. But now normal goobert went from 10 health, 11 healing to 10. I think that's fine. Like before this patch, goobert wasn't an issue. Goobert at healing 11 was fine. It already got nerfed from 12. But yeah, now I think because of the nerf to torches, I think it's fine to keep goobert at 11 heal, but sure. It's now at 10. Maybe they'll buff it again in the future. Ruby Chunk, the cooldown went from 1.6 to 2. That's actually really big. Wow. Because again, the faster it goes, the faster it's going to start scaling up with the heat and go crazy. But a 0.4 second extra cooldown, I don't even know if you can build heat fast enough to survive anymore. Like 2 seconds is so long. And the stun duration went from 0.5 to 0.4. So it is now a worse hammer. Give it up for hammer, everyone. Wood buckler, so the shield also got nerfed. I don't think they had to nerf shields. Shields were just really good because everyone was running like a million torches early. That's the only reason why shield was good. And now they're nerfing wood buckler, so they're actually buffing torches with that in a weird way. Stamina drain went from 0.4 to 0.3. Yeah, I'm not a big fan of this, but we'll see how it plays out. At least I'm not gonna face double shield every single turn anymore. Maybe I still will, who knows. Spike Shield got the same nerf. Shield of Valor also got a nerf. Wow, so Shield of Valor costs 12 gold. It's one of the most expensive like defensive items. And the stamina drain went from 1 to 0.7. I really don't think Shield of Valor needed a nerf. It already doesn't see that much play anymore. It sees some play if it's on sale mainly. But that's really bad. The damage reduction went up though, so they're going into a different direction here. They're mainly taking it as like damage reduction, so it has a lot higher chances to just mitigate you taking damage. But I think the stamina drain was a more useful part of the Shield of Valor. Cursed Dagger, the unique item on Reaper, the damage went +2. Okay, and the cooldown went down to 2.3. That's fine. I think Cursed Dagger was always a bit underwhelming. It's like decent if you're playing a lightsaber bolt or any sort of blind bolt or hammer dagger. you would just take this and it's kind of a weapon, right? It can give you crit chances, it can inflict more debuffs, but now it actually might start dealing more damage on itself. I don't know, it's just a bonus. Hammer's max damage went +2 again. We had this discussion last week, we're gonna have it again. How much do you think they can keep adding damage to Hammer until it becomes insanely good? Because I think it was already kind of playable. I mean, I posted a video winning with Hammer Dagger on Ranger. Now it might legit be good. I think if you see a hammer on one, I think you take it and try and make it work. Don't quote me on that. If you lose your ranks, don't blame me. But again, the issue with Hammer is not the damage. It's like it is so high on stamina. It's a stun chance that is really low. Just the chance of it attacking in general is pretty low. It has like really low accuracy. So you need a lot to make it work. But more damage is nice, I guess. Darksaber also got buffed. The base damage was 5.9. It goes to 7.12. So 1 on the minimum damage that it deals and 3 on the max damage. That's actually a lot. So even if you don't instantly have a lot of debuffs, it's still a strong weapon, which I think is a big deal. And then practically large greatsword got a buff. I think, is this the first time that they buffed it? I'm not sure, but hey, my greatsword enjoyers rise up. I'm gonna play this a lot more now. And power went from 8 to 7. I mean, it's not even that big of a buff because it's kind of weird to, like, I usually don't have an empower set up first and go for greatsword anymore. Usually I just pick it early and then just make sure I have a million stamina potions. But I guess it could be useful if you have like carrot gooberts or carrots on board, and you see yourself maybe hitting 7 empowered. You know, you might as well just fit a great sword on the board. So I think it's an interesting buff. I don't think it's gonna change the play too much though of this weapon. And Mana First got +1 damage. Mana First has always been underwhelming. I still think it's underwhelming. It's like very niche in certain builds like Excalibur. But hey, it got +1 damage here. Then there's some bug fixes, and other than that, item library now supports querying by different buffs, debuffs. Items in the item library can now be grouped by price. Wait, that's sick. How? Oh, group by price. Wait, that is sick. 1 gold, 2 gold, 3 gold, 4 gold, 5. Wait, this is insane. This is really cool. Wait, how much gold are these guys? I actually don't know, but they're all the way there. Crossblades, okay. So the combined items are also counted. Oh, that's pretty cool. Look at how expensive Steel Goobert is. Added hover particles for Book of Light, and the wardrobe, the top buttons now equip all parts of the same costume. Okay, pretty cool. I hope you guys enjoyed me talking about this patch while dressed as Santa Claus. I'll be streaming a little bit today if you guys want to watch me try and get present. And that's it. I hope you have a good day, and see you in the next one.